We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready up.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Come on, set.
Now a give, right side. Baxter. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Daniels. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Falcons at 9-6 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young single player this week. 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass, exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start by running the option to the right. And it pushes right forward to about the 32. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down and 4, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles already trailing a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this one?
I feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue strike. Flag 2.
To throw on second down. Daniels taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent. And sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Off play action. Daniels rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll do it for the 1st quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Lance now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Lance. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 48.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them will risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Baxter. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go. Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Sly able to put this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So no problems at all on that one. And virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, They'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Come on, set.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Lance now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Lance looks to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Here we go.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Daniels being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off the bootleg. Daniels. This to Hines on the drop-off. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receiver.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because
he's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down about the 42-yard line. Every defensive staff works on limiting explosive plays. Not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out of the gun now on third down. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. The from deep in the end zone. He's going to bring this out. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Down the numbers. There he goes. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifting the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Hines. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Daniels. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says,
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. He'll buy some time right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So the football recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position where they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Lance. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 30. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Let's go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Ultra, ultra. Hey.
Got London on a slant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Now a give right side. Baxter. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's picking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Baxter. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, they'll get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So Lawrence going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The throw over the middle, taken in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Lance looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Down. Right through.
Now Lance. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Lance back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Hang on 3rd down.
Back-to-back inconversions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time now on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons. Falcons' 29-yard line. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try now for Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.